We invite all listeners to tune in every Thursday at approximately 7:25 a.m. for TTUTA Speaks, a program which deals with all issues affecting teachers, schools, and the education sector in general. So join us right here on I-95.5 every Thursday morning at 7:25. A blessed Thursday morning to all I-95.5 listeners. This is the segment TTUTA Speaks, and I am your presenter, Patricia Eversley. This morning, I bid a fond but bittersweet farewell to the segment as I introduce your new presenter, Mr. Barry Joel Desine. Good morning, Mr. Desine, and welcome to the presenter's chair.
Good morning, Miss Eversley. May I call you Pat?
Of course you may.
Thank you so much for your warm welcome to the presenter's chair. I look forward to adding value to the association via TTUTA Speaks. To our listeners, Pat and I have been working behind the scenes for this transitioning. Nevertheless, allow me to ask you, Pat, do you have any final tips for me?
Tips, let me see. Sometimes it's stressful getting content for the segment. Don't add to the stress by being too much of a perfectionist. And always be willing to laugh at yourself.
Before you vacate the presenter's chair, I should like to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay, can you tell us briefly about the history of TTUTA Speaks?
One of the stalwarts of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Mr. Trevor Oliver, had always pushed for an association presence in the media. I must at this time pay special homage to him. Initially, the segment was on Power 102 FM with their studio on Abercrombie Street and was presented by Miss Vilma Cowie. Mr. Oliver took over the hosting, and later we switched frequency and Mr. Akko Trevor Walker began conducting two segments, Tutor Online on a Wednesday and Heroes of the School System on a Thursday. The segments went off air for a few years and was revived and rebranded as TTUTA Speaks by then President Lindsley Dudai in 2018.
Pat, how and when did you become the host of TTUTA Speaks?
This was almost an inherited position. In 2005 or thereabouts, I had an opportunity to fill in for Mr. Akko Trevor Walker for a brief stint. When Mr. Walker eventually decided to permanently move on, I was offered the presenter's position. And here we are.
Pat, you have one of the most eloquent voices on radio, one that
you.
many of our weekly listeners admire.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell us a bit about your plans for the future? Are you considering other opportunities in radio to which we can look forward?
I am actually exploring the idea, but I have received feedback that sometimes the work in radio can be stressful, and I'm not too sure that I want to introduce a stress factor into my golden life at this point in time.
Pat, on behalf of the association, I want to thank you sincerely for your years of dedication and service to the cause of education. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
And I would like to thank the association for the opportunity to serve. It has been a really enjoyable and uplifting experience. I want to wish you and TTUTA all the very best in the future. I know the segment is in very good hands.
Once again, we thank you very much, Pat, for everything you have done for us. You have been listening to TTUTA Speaks. To contact us, please dial 610-3850. That's 610-3850. Or you may email our president at president@tuta.org. That's president@ttuta.org. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where recordings of interviews, events, and other materials are uploaded regularly. Like us by giving a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe.